To carry the story forward, we're now joined by Professor Cara Milner. She's the National Chair of the South African Jewish Board of Deputies. A very good morning to you, and thank you so much for making the time. What are your conversations and responses to this development about the conversations about whether or not to send Miss South Africa to Israel?
Well, thank you very much. Firstly, thank you for having me on, and a very good morning to you and to all your viewers. I think it's an odd conversation to be happening in one way, because certainly we, or perhaps I should just speak for myself, I would not normally be engaging or particularly interested in a beauty contest, to be perfectly honest. But the statement that the government brought out yesterday was so disappointing from so many perspectives that it was very difficult for us to keep quiet. As citizens of South Africa, as people who want the best both for South Africa and who are really committed to finding a lasting peace in the Middle East, that statement seemed to meet nobody's needs. And that's why we felt it important to comment and to weigh in on the debate.
How do you respond, though, to the overwhelming sense that South Africa has pronounced, the government has pronounced its stance on this, and this should be heeded?
So there are two things I would say. The first is that I don't think it's an overwhelming response. I know that you've got a poll up at the moment. I've been keeping a very close eye on social media. I've also looked at our own, at a poll that was done at News Africa quite recently. And on the News Africa poll, for example, people who felt that Miss South Africa should in fact participate in the event were about 2 to 1 to people who felt that Miss South Africa should not participate in the event. So it's always easy to say the majority of people support my view and the majority of people support your view. I certainly think that there are varied views, and people are entitled to have varied views on this matter. There are varied views. Some people support her going. Many people in this country, in fact, support her going. And I think that it is really quite invidious of the South African government to come out with a statement that really does nothing to engage with the matter, to show a real understanding of what the complexity of the issues are in the Middle East, but just to say that a woman who has worked so hard, is a citizen of this country, has a real opportunity to show off the country and her own ability to engage and to represent herself, her country. And they want to take that opportunity away from her through a really, I don't mean to be rude, but a really trite statement. A statement that does nothing at all to engage or to promote peace or to engage at all with the complexity and the difficulties with what's happening in the Middle East. They've put out a statement. They have not put any of their own trade or anything else at risk by putting out that statement, but they expect her to come in and wade in on a geopolitical issue in a way that I found to be really quite superficial and trite.
These geopolitical complexities that you speak of, how should a young Miss South Africa be engaging with those in a way that we're speaking from someone earlier who said that it's unfair to let her just put on an individual's, a young person's shoulders the responsibility of understanding a conversation that has been a historical conversation that has been taking place over years.
So absolutely, and I think that whichever side that she lands on this debate, because of the way that the South African government has positioned it, is placing an unfair burden on this young woman's shoulders. And I was trying to think before I came on this program and when this whole thing broke out, how much better this could perhaps have been handled so that the government wasn't seen as just putting out a statement that, as I said, does nothing except exacerbate the pressures on a young South African woman. And for me, I think it would have been so useful to have called her in, not called her in, to have had a meeting with her, to have spoken to her, not to expect her to have a view or to come out with a strong statement in either way, but to say, these are the values of our country. These are the values. They're values of reconciliation, they're values of peace, they're values of commitment to peace, they're values of engagement. We expect you as a representative of South Africa to hold those values firm in your heart when you go, and firm in representing us when you go and represent us.
So, Professor
Go
Milner,
and see. Represent us to your best of your ability.
So, Professor Milner, when you say...
It's not her job to solve the Middle East problems, but I think there could have been such a wonderful opportunity to talk to her about it instead of just saying, don't go, don't you dare go.
Let me just come in here. You say that government should be speaking to her directly. What role then do the organizers play in being sensitive of the environment and taking charge of the process?
I would have hoped, and when I say that I think government should have been speaking to her directly, I think government should have been speaking to her directly regardless of where the competition is, because I think that this is a wonderful opportunity to showcase a whole lot of things about South Africa. So I do think that the government should have been talking to her and should be engaging with people who represent us in whatever sphere that they represent us in. If they go to China, if they go into any country that they choose to go in, I think it's really an appropriate thing to have a conversation to say, we hope you will represent us well. We're proud of you for representing us, and some of the issues and these are the values that we hope that you will hold firm to when you represent us, and those are the values that I've just spoken about. So I think that the organisers' role in this, and again, I think that the organisers' role in this is I'm not sure if I can talk about the role of the organiser. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not actually quite sure what you're asking me. Perhaps you can ask the question again.
What I'm asking is, isn't it placing a huge burden and responsibility on just an incoming young Miss South Africa to expect her to be leading this conversation when people such as yourselves, government, and the organisers who are so well versed and invested in the nuances of this conversation should be taking charge and leading her on this instead of demanding or putting her in the center of it and saying, you make your own decision on whether you want to go or not, because it's not that simple, is it?
It's not that simple at all, and I don't think that we're disagreeing with each other at all. I don't think it's not simple, and it's not a simple situation. And I think that the way that the government presented this as a simple choice to her, as a way of saying, you don't represent us. We want you to withdraw. We're not talking to you. We're not finding out anything more about this. I think that is the oversimplification. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just think that there were a whole lot of ways that perhaps they could have managed that better. I'm not disagreeing with you at all that this should not be the burden that she should be carrying on her shoulders alone. I think that Miss South Africa have taken a very strong stance on her behalf and have helped her to take that decision. And I just don't understand why people feel the need to bully a young woman who has been so successful and to make her take a stance on an issue that, as you say, is so complicated. So I don't think we disagree at all. I'm saying the government statement, which is what we're speaking about, the government statement is
Professor Milner, we're out of time. I just want to ask you quickly, we're only a month away. What do you think will happen eventually?
Well, I think that this is a person who has stood up to bullying before. She's clearly managed to get through bullying before. And I hope that she'll stand up to bullying again, and that we'll really find something that, and that she'll represent us with pride. That's what I hope will happen.
Thank you so much for your time. Professor Karen Milner is the national chairperson of the South African Jewish Board of Deputies. Let's take a